Hello and welcome to this week's Slam National Club Golfers look back on the golfing week. And the story that is making me the most happy this week, Bones is back. Yes, Phil Mickelson's longtime caddie, 25 years they were together, has come out of retirement from his position as a Golf Channel pundit for 1 week only to caddy for Justin Thomas at this week's Sony Open. This all came about at last week's Tournament of Champions when regular caddie Jimmy Johnson hurt himself. JT's dad took the bag last week for the rest of the tournament, but he won't be used this week as the PGA Tour moves to Honolulu. Instead, he will have one of the very best of all time on his bag. And all eyes will be on this pairing not only for this, but because Thomas is a defending champion, and of course last year he shot 59 en route to that win. But he won't be able to call upon any local knowledge from Bones because he actually hasn't caddied at a tournament at Wailea Country Club since 1992, which, if you do the maths, yep, I've done it as well, a year before Justin Thomas was born. Right, from Justin Thomas to Thomas Bjorn, who on the other side of the world, kind of from here, like you go one way from here, but you go the other way to Hawaii, but I guess if you're in Hawaii to Malaysia, anyway, it doesn't matter. Thomas Bjorn is in Malaysia, where he is currently the captain of the Eurasia Cup team, which is generally considered a good captaincy warm-up ahead of the Ryder Cup. Bjorn said ahead of the tournament this week that he wakes up in the night sweating, thinking about the Ryder Cup. He said that he only used to get that feeling when he would make 2 bogeys in a row the previous day. Waking up sweating because you made 2 bogeys. If I woke up sweating every time I made 2 bogeys in a row, I wouldn't get any sleep. And I'd have a very wet bed. Honestly, he doesn't know he's been Bjorn. No, it's a play on Born and Bjorn. Oh, New Year, same Josh. And finally, a YouGov poll this week revealed that golf is the most boring sport. 70% of those who voted in this completely pointless and rather irrelevant poll said that they would consider golf as very/quite boring. Well, I would say that 70% of those who voted in this completely pointless and rather irrelevant poll have never experienced the emotional high of punching one out of the woods back onto the fairway, or striping a provisional down the middle of the fairway. Joking aside, YouGov, what are you learning from this? There's literally nothing to gain from finding out that a few people find golf boring because, hey, it's the most played sport in the world. You're fighting a battle, you just won't win. So what's good on nationalclubgolfer.com this week? As usual, there's plenty for you to head over and see. Dustin Johnson won by 8 last week. But is it his ability to forget a bad round which is making him such a good golfer, makes him the world #1? Well, Mark Townsend has explored this and it's a really fascinating read. I highly recommend you go and read that. And this year, 2018, Tiger's back. Just how back is he? What are we expecting from him? The NCG team discussed it in this week's Niggle. And not only that, the whole team looks ahead to 2018 to predict the winner of each major and the Ryder Cup and the race to Dubai. And there's a couple of other little things thrown in, but you'll have to head over to read that. Right, that was this week's Slam. Thanks for watching. I'm Alex Perry. I'll see you next time.